So, good morning, everyone. I'm back here in Draengleic Castle. It's part 2 of the Draengleic Castle videos. As you can see, I came back and I did get that second torch lit because I'm obsessive compulsive and there was no way I could ever let that get away with it. I did do a tiny bit of clearing in that room a couple times. There's my buddy Ryan, who's playing through Walking Dead Season 2. I'm waiting on them to completely be done with the Walking Dead thing, then I may go back to it and play it all out just to see what all the hubbub's about. But Season 2 hasn't gotten anywhere near the hype Season 1 did. But anyway, just a quick recap. I did get some more Titanite slabs because I went back and got that one gecko who dropped one, and also I finally got Blacksmith McDuff to give me a Titanite slab. And I bought a large Titanite shard, so I've gotten all my armor to +9. I went ahead and +10 to my shield. I need one more Twinkling Titanite to get that to +4. I left the club at 9 for now, and the Dragon Rider bow is 3. So that's where my equipment stands. I haven't covered it in a bit, so let's do a quick look at my soul level. Right now I'm soul level 149, 30 vigor, 30 endurance, 28 vitality. 28 vitality is where I'm stopping because that is exactly what I need to wear the current equipment I have on, plus a sorcerer's staff. I tried +3ing that. I didn't know if it would affect the magic damage. It didn't. But see, I can wear the sorcerer's staff and still not go overweight. And my goal eventually is to throw some points into attunement and get in maybe to 18 so I can use Great Magic Weapon, because that only takes one slot. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Well, let's go ahead and continue on with the level here. You'll notice all the stone soldiers, well, not all the stone soldiers, but all but, oh wow, they're going to pursue. If you're really going to follow me all the way up here, I'll fight you, but I'll leave it up to you to decide. Okay, that's fine. We'll fight. They got one hit in on me before I kneecapped them. But yeah, I mean, once you've cleared that room out, half of these stone soldiers are gone. All the ruined sentinels will respawn, but if you're careful, it's easy to keep them separated. Bravery required ahead. Composure required ahead. Stay calm. Yeah, that's not really a mob. Can't really destroy that thing. Try attacking. Try rolling. I think you can break these chairs. These chairs make the weirdest noise. It's because there's a pit of equipment eroding crap above me. That orange stuff is equipment eroding garbage. You want to be really careful here. These statues are also suspect. Not this statue, but future ones will be. It's a good idea to take a moment and try to do a little sniping here, because there are some archers, and it'll just help you a lot if you can get rid of them early. Can't really get a good beat on that guy. Somebody just tried to fire at me though. There's a couple guys here, I just don't know why they're not showing themselves. There we go, there's one of them. See if we can get an angle on him. There we go. Stop being a sissy and just come over here and shoot, man. They just don't want to play ball for some reason. Like, he's right there. He's just hiding behind the statues. Come on, man. Don't be a sissy. It's really helpful if you can kill these guys now. That's all I'm going to say. But if they just don't want to play, they just, I don't know, they're just being punks. They just don't want to get involved. So first off, I did mention I did plus 10 my shield. I'm just going to show that real fast. I mean, this shield is insane. Look at those stats, man. At plus 10, I mean, yeah, it's got crap durability, but at plus 10, it is 70% or better versus every element and status effect except dark. You're not going to find any shield in the game that has that kind of a lineup with a 68 hit resistance on it. So want to kind of do this the easy way. Large solo. Oh, Twinkling Titanite, yes. I needed one more, and that's all I need. Now I can be very careful of that statue. Wow, you got a good hit in on me. Don't worry about that third guy so much because he's by the door. Yeah, good move. You do want to be very careful of that painting. Cyan gauntlets. Basically, the cyan set is what these guys wear, which I think is a pretty darn cool set, actually. I'm still a little rusty against these guys, but not too bad. So yeah, that portrait will curse the shit out of you if you stand in front of it. So, pro tip, don't stand in front of it. Also, you're about to be invaded. Now, turn the hell around before you get screwed. Okay, there they are. So this is the so-called nameless usurper. Come on, man, what are you doing? There we go. Jesus, man. I'm sitting here holding my shield up and he just stopped blocking for some reason. That was annoying as hell. Yeah, the so-called nameless usurper. Thinking back, if you pay close attention, they kind of look like somebody you've encountered before. I won't say who. That is getting so fucking lame. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the mild bit of profanity there, but that is just stupid. So what are we missing here? What are we missing? Here we go, climbing down. See, he's been hiding from me and trying to be a jackhole this whole time. There we go, secret door. We'll go in there in just a moment. I had a hell of a time finding this the first time. You have no idea. You've got to be kidding me. So he's dead, but I had to fall all the way back to the bottom. No big deal. I'll just run back up. I don't remember if these guys will. How's my shield holding up right now? See, it's at half durability. This shield does take some damage. If you're blocking a lot of shots, it does take some damage, and I have to block a lot of hits coming through here. See, it just fell to 7. So I'm actually going to use a repair powder because I'm going to need this shield here in a second. As you'll notice, I've not really ever had much trouble with the shield. It's just that you do get to a point where... This is the first time I've ever used a repair powder, actually. It's just in this area, there's just so many cheesy little ding-ding-ding things. You know, I just want to play it safe. Actually, I really didn't need to do that now that I'm thinking about it, because that secret door I just opened had a bonfire in it. Whoops, I just screwed up. Oh well, you know, it's the first time I've ever used a repair powder. This shield's not that dinky. As long as you don't, like, rely too much on blocking. Bear in mind, most of that loss I just took came from the unknown usurper, who likes to spam attacks on you. Hunter's Black Bow and Iron Arrow. Hunter's Black Bow is a really, really great bow for Dex characters. If you're not a Dex character, not so much. But it's got better range than other bows, just like it did in Dark Souls 1. But it's a great, great Dex weapon. So here's a really weirdly placed bonfire. So bonfire lit. We'll just go ahead and heal up here. I don't know why there's a bonfire. I mean, I guess I do know why there's a bonfire here. It's just really strange that there is. Jump, 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 jump. Make sure this guy's not following me up the stairs. He doesn't appear to be. So we proceed on. What's this? Praise the sun. Pointless. You're right, it is. And what do we have here? I wonder if there's any... Oh, yeah, I can't go that way yet. Look, it's the Queen Nashandra. Before we walk up and briefly speak to Queen Nashandra, I do want to point one thing out. You'll notice the chair she's sitting on is the King's chair from downstairs. At least I'm assuming it's the King's chair, in my opinion. Maybe I have it wrong, but in my experience, the king tended to sit on the one side and the queen to his right. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Try to destroy butthole.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead.
Ooh.
I am Nashandra, Queen of Draengleic.
Are you now?
A true monarch carries the weight of their souls. The last king of this land, King Venrick, as he was called. He found the strength to rule his people, and when the undead were born, cursed, he found more strength to face them. But in the end, he never took the true throne.
So that's an interesting little comment she just made. She's talking about taking a throne. We'll have a look at Nashandra over there. She looks like a nice little woman, doesn't she? She's all prim and proper and all that entails. I don't really think I have to say this, especially for those who are veterans of Dark Souls and Demon Souls, but people are rarely exactly what they appear to be. And the fact that she's in a castle by herself, surrounded by psychotic evil undead, everybody else is either dead or gone crazy, it's kind of a telling. I mean, I don't really think it's a big spoiler to say that you probably shouldn't trust her outright. I don't think anybody really does.
Visit Venrick. We have no need for two rulers.
Oh, okay. So, I'll just translate what she just said. Venrick was the last king. The king has to bear the weight of their souls. He was really powerful. He did all sorts of cool stuff. But in the end, he wasn't powerful enough. He didn't take the true throne, which I'm not going to talk about because that's kind of spoilery. And you should go visit him. And by the way, there's only room for 2 kings. And she's clearly indicating she wants you to become the new king, which clearly indicates she wants you to kill Venrick. So she's a great, very filial wife, obviously. I mean, she's got lots of faith in her former husband, Venrick, you know, sending you to basically whack him. And she has nothing else to say. You know, she's just a very suspect character. And yes, she basically just told you, go find Venrick and kill him. That's literally what she just said. Quagmire, confidence, try hexes. There's a lot of things you can try. We're going to try a big-ass club. I really don't like this fight, but we're going to do it anyway. I would have liked to have had summon help, but apparently there's no one to summon. It's important you run over here. Now it's important you run over here. This is how I do this fight. It's not what most people would recommend, but it works. So now we've killed... Oh, Jesus! We've killed Dragon Rider number 1, and now we've just got Dragon Rider number 2. Oh, that was a lot of nonsense. Let's let him get a little bit back over here. This fight is not nearly as bad as the original Dragon Riders, because you'll notice he's still pretty slow moving. And additionally, there's no possibility of being knocked in the hole this time. Oh, why did that? I guess I didn't get to do it right. Come on, Dragon Rider, swing away. And I'm doing 600 damage a swing. That's pretty insane. Oh, come the hell on. That didn't hit me. Let's just not get greedy, Kark. Let's just play it safe. Yeah, he tried to go at me with that shield break, but my poise or stability is so ridiculously high, it just didn't work. You're dead. And that's a wrap. So that was Dragon Rider Mark II, but you only get 1 soul more, not 3 Dragon Rider souls. But you saw that one was using the bow I like to use. It's kind of weird that he can fire great arrows out of it and I can. But that was a pretty easy victory. And here's our good buddy Bernhard of Jugo.
Oh, well met, friend. Good to see you well. Yes, very good indeed. I journeyed from the distant east to perfect my swordsmanship. The legend has it that powerful beings slumber in this land.
No kidding.
This sword has been in my family for generations. And only a real man can wield it.
A real man can handle this sword, yeah.
I may face any man or beast, but none shall be a match for my sword.
None are a match for my sword. It's too broad and thick. None of them can take it. Sorry. I can't resist.
King's gone. The people have a mad glint in their eyes. The land itself is overrun by terrible beasts. No better place to test my sword, eh?
Yeah, Bernhard's a little bit crazy, if you haven't noticed.
This land is a right mess, eh? King's gone.
King's gone.
No better.
But yeah, so this is the next bonfire. We'll go ahead and light it real quick. So this is actually got a lot of bonfires in this level. That's actually the last one. But down here is sort of kind of where the level continues. We'll get to this in a bit. Try not to fall down that hole. And there's also a path you can take up here that leads. It sort of loops back around, but we're going to cover that in the next video. We're almost to actually my favorite single room in the entire game. But as you can see, there's a lot of mixed messages going on because now we have, ow, shot me, some bitch. Now we had, it was hard to see them, but there were Elan knight captains up there with great bows. Who's this? Mavashi. What do you look like, Mavashi? Oh, he's a pretty cool looking fellow. He's got a little nice caster staff with a dagger. He's got the Lucatiel set. But that's basically all I wanted to do for this video. So Dragon Rider ×2 is the first boss in Draengleic Castle. There is one other boss, the real boss of Draengleic Castle. And we'll get to that fellow in the next video as we move on into endgame. As I say, the beginning of the game is basically get your 4 Lord Souls so you can get past the Shrine of Winter. That's what the beginning of the game is about. And now that you're past the Shrine of Winter, the game quickly transitions into letting you know that your goal is now to actually find King Venrick, who has gone missing, and maybe take him out, maybe not. But your goal is now to find King Venrick and get the symbol of the king, obviously, because you keep finding these symbol of the king doors, and essentially take up his position and become the new king of Draengleic. That's basically what the game is telling you at this point. But for now, we'll be off. Waving bye. I'll see you people later. That's right, you. Right there. Same YouTube channel. Same YouTube time. See, old 70s jokes don't work as well when they don't involve Batman.